Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. What a thrilling contest we have just witnessed. The Lucknow Super Giants have stormed into IPL 2025 with a statement victory over Sunrisers Hyderabad. Against all odds, by the way, they turned up in style, completely outplaying SRH in their own backyard. Nicholas Pooran with his brutal 70 off 26 balls and Shardul Thakur's 4 wicket haul were the standout performances today, ensuring LSG chased down 191 with ease. From Shardul Thakur's power play strikes to Puran's fireworks, there's a lot to unpack from this game. So let's break it down. Joining me today is Snehashish Mukherjee and Naman Suri. Snehashish, I'll go over to you first. Let's talk about Shardul Thakur. Let's talk about his journey in the past 1 year from not being picked up for the BGT squad, grinding in the domestic circuit, not going unsold in the IPL auction as well, and then now coming in as a replacement for Mohsin Khan and doing what he did today.
Absolutely, what a redemption story it is. It has been for Shardul Thakur, as you mentioned that first that those setbacks not being picked up for the BGT series, and then he played so well in the domestic circuit for the Mumbai side, and then unfortunately he didn't get any franchise in the auction. It was unfortunate to see after so many good performances at domestic season, but I think God has had some other plans for him. So he got that chance in LSG, and now see in 2 matches he has 6 wickets, and he is leading that chart. Top wicket taker list in this year's IPL. So super bowling, and especially with the new ball. I think the way in both matches he managed to take those early wickets and set the stage for LSG. I think it was so good to see how he bowls in the power play with the new ball. I think superb stuff. And we all know that in T20 format, taking early wicket is so much crucial for a bowling side to to give that pressure to the opposition side as early as possible. So I think Shardul Thakur has been phenomenal, and today also with the old ball also. Let's see how many games he can continue, because if you see the whole bowling unit of LSG, I think right now he is the most informed bowler. If you see, and LSG will hope that he can continue his form throughout the tournament.
After a word on Shardul Thakur, he's got an incredible redemption story being written right now, and the way that he's performing, just how crucial was Shardul Thakur's performance today. Considering SRH batter, we've seen what they can do, and in their own backyard, how crucial was Shardul Thakur?
See, most teams will be happy to take 2 wickets in the power play in the first 6 overs. And here, he's taking 2 wickets in 1 over in the last match as well as here. So, anyway, that's somewhat of a coincidence. 2 wickets in 1 over will not happen in every match. But, I mean, if 2 wickets in the first spell happens in every match, that any team will settle for that. I mean, that we all know that how important the power play is in the IPL scheme of things, where teams look to score in excess of 200 in almost every match. There, the first 6 overs become very crucial. So the only way on this, and most of the pitches you come across are very good for batting. So in those kind of pitches, if the bowling side manages to take wickets, that's their only resort. That's the only way that they can look at keeping the opposition under 200 or in the region of 180, 190. So early wickets are very important in that regard, and Shardul has provided that. And that was, and I mean, needless to say, it was, crucial, very crucial in the context of today's game, because SRH, we know that once their openers get a start, uh, even they don't know where they will stop. So that was a pivotal moment of this match. Yeah, Shardul Thakur's contribution was immense, and also the late wickets that prevented the late shard. If you notice, despite losing wickets, SRH were scoring at 10 per over up to the 17 or 18 over mark. So they could have got to 200, but Shardul, those 2 late wickets also proved important in the game. Yeah, Gabi, yeah.
Naman, your thoughts on Shardul Thakur? I think the more you say about him, the less it will be. But tell us, what did you think of his performance tonight?
I mean, it was amazing. He has been on his. This seems to be like his redemption arc. I mean, I have seen him from close quarters when he was playing for the Ranji team in Mumbai, and I have seen how defiant he had been, how gritty he had been towards what he wants to achieve. How he didn't take this setback very. Uh, I mean, he took it to hit his heart, and he wanted to show that he is not someone who's going to just sit quiet and this pass by. And we can see he wasn't picked up in the auction, and now when someone came up with the chance for him to come and join them, he said that after first innings that he LSG got to him first after their injuries, and the option of working with Zahir Khan was I mean, he was never going to say no to that, and we are seeing the rewards for that. He's reaping the rewards for it, and today I think the most important part today was that how well they had executed their plans. Ishan Kishan on the leg, then Abhishek Sharma giving him short balls. It was fantastic what they did today, and I think Shardul deserves what he has been doing. And today, I think he absolutely deserved what he uh, worked hard for.
Snehashish, this was a game where we all thought LSG are the underdogs, but now they have ended up dominating. What stood out to you most about this performance?
I think before the game, the all talks were like SRH are going to score 300 for the first time in the history of IPL today, but it didn't happen. They didn't even score 200. I think we have to give kudos to the LSG bowlers. I think as mentioned, Naman mentioned, the way they stuck to their plan and they executed, because making a plan, it's a different thing. Every team does that, but to going on the field and execute those properly throughout the 20 overs, it's a different thing. So I think you have to give credit. I think LSG were boosted a little bit with the addition of Avesh Khan. I think it was very much needed. If you see in the last match, the overall bowling lineup is not there. The prime bowlers are not there. I think with the return of Avesh Khan, it helped LSG a bit. And obviously Ravi Vishnu was good. I will say that he was unlucky. I think the way he bowled in the first over to Travis Head, I think he should have got that wicket, but unfortunately he didn't. But overall, I think it was a super bowling effort from LSG. From SRH perspective, I think they will be more gutted to lose a home match, because if you see their template of playing, the way they bats and the way they play, I think they have must have calculated that we have to win all our home games at least 7 out of 7 in this road we will score 250 plus, and our bowlers somehow will manage to defend that score by 10 or 20 runs, and we will win every matches. But now the equation is now got gets disrupted. LSG breaks that. So I think now I think it's a high time for SRH also to think that okay, this template has been working for us, but still you should have a backup plan, or the plan B when it comes to batting, if your openers or if your top order fails early. So then I think so that is the way that SRH might think, but overall I think you have to give credit to LSG bowlers the way they have bowled.
I think SRH might not like to change the template because Pat Cummins has
Yeah,
been very clear about it and
yeah,
has said that this is something that does not work in every game, and it did not work
yeah.
today as well. But Atrios Snehashish is so right in saying that before this match started, we were all talking about how SRH could possibly score 300 runs tonight, but credit to LSG bowlers for what they were able to do. More your thoughts on their execution, what they did right. What do you think has stood out apart from, of course, Shardul Thakur?
See, there were three reasons why we were thinking that 300 might be possible over here. Reason number one, the flat pitch. Reason number two, SRH's batting lineup. Reason number three, LSG's so-called weak bowling attack, which features all Indians. They are possibly the only team in the out of 10 which has only Indian bowlers. And
Hmm.
well, as it so happened, it's the bowlers, as Naman and Snehashish both pointed out. It's the bowlers who kept LSG in this match. I know when we think about this match 2 weeks down the road, we'll think of Nicholas Pooran, but it was the bowlers who set it up for LSG in this game. And those unheralded bowlers. I mean, Prince Yadav. I mean, who can forget his contribution? I mean, putting the middle stump of Travis Head. Travis Head had just been dropped by Puran and then hit that monstrous six. I mean, ball going over extra cover of the back foot. It's you don't see that very often, and that was a huge wicket, isn't it? I mean, and he went for I mean, 4 overs less than 30. Prince Yadav, this unknown, unheralded bowler from somewhere. So these bowlers deserve a lot of credit. I mean, at the end of the day, if you look at the figures, you will see that the leg spinners, Bishnoi and the other guy, they both went for 10 or just above 10 per over. That doesn't look great. But the number of dot balls they bowled, the kind of pressure they created in the middle overs. It's the middle overs where LSG bowled actually SRH out of this match. That's where they kept losing wickets. I mean, after Head scored 47, nobody else crossed 40. Three of them got starts, but none of them could carry on. Why? Because these bowlers kept pegging away at the wickets. And of course, there was this hugely, I think, the turning point of the match, the run out of Klassen. That was unfortunate. But anyway, I mean, I think LSG bowlers deserve that bit. They earned that bit of luck by doing everything else right.
Atra is right in highlighting, Prince Yadav taking that wicket of Travis Head. That was something to watch. But Naman, now moving on to the chase. It was a Nicholas Pooran show. Nicholas Pooran was absolutely ruthless. He smashed 70 of 26 balls. If I were to ask you, how do you rate this knock among some of the best IPL finishes?
I mean, I'll just say this: when there's a part of a batsman when they are hitting, they're playing good. They sometimes go into that zone, and right now I think Puran is in that zone. He's hitting at will. He's smashing the ball wherever he wants it to go, and he's doing it at his will. I mean, it's spectacular the way he batted today. He batted practically. We were talking about SRH batting LSG out of the game, but today I think Puran did it. Puran and Marsh did it for LSG instead. So yeah, I mean, it is one of the greatest knocks, no doubt about that. I am not going to rate anything. I'm no one to rate knocks. There are players that we have seen a lot of knocks over these 17, 18 years. I mean, for LSG, this will be one of the best knocks because this gives them one of the good starts. I understand they didn't win the first game, but it was also that they lost it in the last 5 overs. That's where they lost it. Today, I think that confidence comes back against a batting side, winning it at their home. I think from here, I don't think LSG will think that they're going to get a wooden spoon or something like that. So, I mean, this knocks just boost their confidence further up with Avesh Khan coming into the lineup.
Neashish, how do you rate Nicholas Pooran's insane hitting? Insane.
Insane, absolutely. I will say it reminded me another knock of his only. I think we all remember that knock in Chinnaswamy, the way he won that game against RCB. It was so destructive innings. It was so. I think the best part of Nicholas Pooran has been the consistency along with power hitting. When it comes to power hitting, we all know it is very difficult to maintain that consistency because you are going for those shots and it is very difficult, scoring 40, 50s or 60s. But if you see Nicholas Pooran over the last 2 years in any format, in any T20 tournaments, I am saying, be it IPL or any other franchise league where he plays, I think he's just too good. He managed to hit balls at a strike rate of 170, 180, still has an average around 50, 60. So it's a very rare thing to have. It's a very rare thing to have. And I think last year only he scored around at an average of 60 plus and had a strike rate over 175 in IPL. So in a tournament like IPL, in a tournament like IPL, when we know that it's very difficult, to maintain that consistency, the way he is doing that with along with power hitting, I think you have to give credit. I think he is the main X factor of this LSC batting lineup. And to help in, I think Mitchell Marsh has been superb. No one, I personally didn't expect Mitchell Marsh to be that good because he's coming after a long injury layoff. He missed the Champions Trophy, and while he came out to open the innings, I didn't expect that much of attacking intent from him. But the way he has batted in these 2 innings, I think he has been super partner for Nicholas Pooran, and that has helped Nicholas Pooran to be more flexible when it comes to power hitting.
Mitchell Marsh did definitely take off a lot of pressure off of Nicholas Pooran. But since we're talking about Pooran, listen from the man himself about his hitting skills and what he thinks and how he approaches batting.
Sixes of a bowler, do you at least see his face and think, what am I doing?
I mean, sometimes it's painful.
Unfair.
But it's nice to look at the bowler and see that fright as well. But it feels good.
Cruel. Really cruel.
It's nice to look at to see the look of the bowler. That's where that's where Nicholas gets his motivation from. But Atreo sending Nicholas Pooran at number 3, bold move. Do you think this could be something permanent going forward? And of course, talk about Mitchell Marsh as well.
See, there is nothing called permanent when it comes to IPL. I mean, in the IPL, we must always stay in the present and don't look too far ahead. I think Snehashish made a very important point that of Nicholas Pooran that uh, batters who score at that strike rate usually don't have that kind of average. So it's quite abnormal what we are seeing. And Nikhil Puran has done this all over the world, as we all know that he is a regular in the T20 leagues around the world. And he is an equally devastating batter almost everywhere. And so that is what Snehashish is trying to say, that it's insane to see somebody having scoring at 180, strike rate of 180, 170 and averaging above 60. That's inhuman. And let's hope he continues. It's great to watch. It's great to watch. There is something fragile about his batting in the sense that nothing fragile about the shots. But fragile about the batting in the sense you are, when you are watching him bat, you are thinking, okay, it can go anytime. It can be out anytime, any ball. But still, I mean, he keeps pulling those magnificent shots off, and he's got a wide range of shots also. I mean, normally when people with this kind of strike rate, if you look at Andre Russell and some others. Henrik Klassen to an extent, that they have 1 or 2 scoring ranges. They mostly score their runs off of those areas. But with someone like Puran, it's like, it's very difficult. It's an unpredictable element for the bowler. Today you saw how he played that shot of Pat Cummins. He went outside the off stump and then flicked it over the 45. So that were those kind of things. And those monstrous straight hits over covers and all that. So the range is very wide, and once he gets going, it is very difficult to contain. And he believes he can do it. The confidence is also a factor, huge factor. He thinks that he can do these things. I mean, otherwise it would. I mean, there are no half measures. If you see, if you look at him, there are no half measures. He's going. He's giving it his 100%. So yeah.
Yeah, well, Naman, we've talked about Mitchell Marsh, we've talked about Shardul Thakur and Nicholas Pooran as well, but there was one other cameo that was very, very important, which is Abdul Samad. Last year he was in SRH, and now he came back and gave a brilliant cameo to LSG. What are your thoughts about Abdul and how he performed tonight?
I think LSG needed someone at the lower middle order. There was really something that they were missing. They saw something that they were not getting in the first match itself, and it is very clever of them that they quickly adapted and applied whatever was required. And Abdul Samad gave them that confidence that he can come out and show his brute force with the way he bats. I think with SRH. I wish they still held him. Retained him, because he is someone who can help you off in the lower middle order and smash this. Today, I was expecting someone like Abhinav Manohar to smash, because he got the chance. He played very well in the Karnataka Premier League, and that is why they took him instead of Samad. And I think that is where I think LSG got a better trade-off here, and they, I think, utilized it brilliantly. And I think Samad now gives them the confidence that he can come in, and if someone like Ayush Badoni is still not playing, he is going to help them out.
Let's take final couple of comments before we end the show. Snehashish, what do you think? Bad day for SRH, or do you think any rethinking of strategies needs happening? You're on mute. You need to
Sorry,
rethink
sorry.
your strategies, Sneha.
Yes, sorry. Yes, as you mentioned, that bad comments will not change anything. They will go by the same template, and that has been working for them. And it's just you can say that it's just a one bad day that they lost the game, because if you see that ultimately they still managed to score 190 runs in any pitch in a T20 game. 190 is a very good score, but we know that when you consider the pitch in Hyderabad, you expect the score should be around 210 to 20 to be at least at the par score. I'm saying. So I think 190. When you see 190, I think it was a below 20 runs. They were 20 runs short, and the way LSG batted, I personally didn't expect LSG to be that much aggressive. I think Puran, the way Puran and Mitchell Marsh played, I think it was superb to see. So that is why the stage became, the foundation became so easy for the upcoming batters to handle the pressure, because when Rishabh Pant got out, it was nothing, because I think they needed around, at a run rate of 4.5 or 5, I think, when he got out. What I want to say, that I am really disappointed with Rishabh Pant, because today it was a day for him to, to stay at the crease by till the end and end the game for your team, because you didn't need to score 40 or 50 runs in 25-30 balls to win the game. It was needed only 25 or 26 runs in 30 or 32 balls. So all you just needed to be there in the game for your team and just win the game. And he got out, to a full toss, trying for a big shot and got out. So I think in two matches, if you see Rishabh Pant performance, I am a bit disappointed. Last match, he lost the game for his team. Means that stamping. That stamping would have done, LSG would have won that match. This game, he has a average day as a, I will say, as a keeper. With the bat, he failed. I will say 15 balls of 15 from a batter like Rishabh Pant, when he is your captain also, it's a disappointing day. So I think, hopefully he will make a comeback. I don't know whether he will take a decision on the batting position of his, whether he should open or whether he comes a little bit up or not. But I think as a batter, he has been pretty disappointment, and hopefully as a captain also. Today the bowling worked, but still I think as a captain he needs to work a little more. But for SRH, I think they will go with the same template, and I think they will come back into the winning is maybe from the next match only.
Closing comments from Atro. Atro, at this point, how much confidence will a team like LSG take away from this, considering how marred the camp has been with injuries? Your thoughts on this?
Well, it's a massive win for them. Not only because they lost the first game and had to win this one, not only because of that. Uh, that was a game that they thought, and a lot of others thought that LSD should have won. They lost that game, and another defeat after that would have quite, demoralizing for any team. I mean, losing a close game and then losing another would have made things very, very difficult. So the best thing that could have happened for them was a victory. And while looking for that, they got a comprehensive victory. I mean, although there were 5 wickets in the end, they lost 5 wickets in the end. It was quite a comprehensive win. I mean, chasing 191 to win and getting there with 23 balls to spare is not something that happens every day. So it was a massive win, especially because had they been outplayed in the first game and outplayed again in the game here, it would have been different. But losing that one narrowly would have it hurts more. I mean, a narrow defeat hurts more than a comprehensive defeat. So from that point of view, it was important for them to get their campaign back on track, and they have done that in some style, we must say.
All right. On that note, we can wrap up this show. This game had some incredible moments and some crucial lessons for both the teams as well. And as IPL 2025 progresses, we'll see if SRH bounces back or if LSG continues this momentum. Thank you everyone for joining, Snehashish, Atra, and Naman as well. And to everyone who's watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.